What's up guys, Dustin McDaniels here with another NHL 21 video. This is actually an update video on the NHL 21 game. Since we do not have a ton of new stuff for the game, there is a bit here and there of information regarding NHL 21 and when it's going to come out, release date info, any other info regarding NHL 21 we will cover in this episode today. But before we do so, if you are not subscribed to the channel, be sure to do so. Hit that subscribe button if you guys love NHL content. Also, drop a comment down below what you guys are looking forward to most with NHL 21. I know I'm looking forward to it as it will be the last NHL game for the old console series. But without further ado, guys, we're going to get into the video today. But a month ago, EA Play went live, I should say, and that is when EA sort of releases a bunch of info about all different types of EA type games, such as Sims, Madden, FIFA, Apex Legends, and a bunch of other new games that they were discussing. But unfortunately, they actually didn't release any preview, trailer, or info, or more info, I should say, about NHL 21 itself. There was a little snippet trailer, like a combined trailer for Madden and FIFA, but it wasn't like too in-depth with gameplay and stuff like that. It was more so just a little promotional video that it is on the horizon and will most likely be on the new consoles for the Xbox and Sony new console series coming out here in the Christmas time frame. But we did get a tweet actually after EA Play from Clappy. It is on his Twitter feed, and it is, quote, "Although we're not revealing hashtag NHL 21 today, we're getting closer to showcasing the great work the at EA Sports NHL team has been doing and will continue to drive towards creating the best NHL yet," end quote. And that is directly from Clappy on Twitter. I'm assuming he is in with the NHL sort of development crew and whatnot. So it was disappointing for NHL fans during the NHL Play event, as they did not, I should say, did not get any type of information regarding NHL 21, which was honestly very disappointing. Like, I am a big fan of EA and a lot of their games, although Madden and FIFA were very lacking in their year 20 editions. But overall, throughout the past, I've been a massive fan of the EA franchise, and it was just kind of disappointing that they didn't have anything on NHL, even though I do understand with everything going on with COVID-19 and everything else going on in the world today, that they might be a little bit behind schedule than they normally would be in a regular year for the franchise. So it is kind of disappointing, but at the same time, I, as a NHL sort of fan, can understand why they would be behind due to not being in the office, or just being behind in the gameplay itself, or the development of the game. So it is understandable with that aspect. But you would think that they would have at least the cover boy athlete or something, because usually every year during the NHL awards, they usually will release sort of gameplay trailer, not a gameplay trailer, but a little teaser trailer for NHL, as they did last year with Austin Matthews and the announcement that he was going to be the cover boy. There isn't too much info regarding the cover boy this year. There are a few front runners, as I mentioned in my last video before EA Play, with David Pastrnak. Panarin is even up there for a potential cover boy. Nathan McKinnon, I've heard, might be a potential cover. And there's a few other players that might be, but we don't know or have anything confirmed yet for the cover boy. But regarding the release date for NHL 21, which is the most important sort of news we are looking for out there in the world of EA, as of now, we don't know an official release date for NHL 21, but we do, however, know when we should expect the game to launch, thanks to documents released by EA in May. EA's Q4 earnings report for 2020 has the company has announced that NHL 21 is slated to be released during the third quarter of the company's financial year of 2021. So what that means basically, since EA's fiscal year actually ends on March 31st every year, this means that players can expect the release of NHL 21 sometime between the months of October and December. Gamers obviously should expect the game to be closer towards the NHL 2020-2021 season. That's typically when NHL will release their new sort of games, is a few weeks, like 2 to 3 weeks before the actual start of the NHL season. And with the NHL season being pushed back right now, potentially might not even play with the rise in COVID spikes across the nation and the world. Who knows if they will actually play the season, but as of now, they're slated to start this sort of playoff round or play-in round, then the playoffs at the start of August. So they should be wrapping up games sometime in October is my guess. So the game actually might be pushed back a little bit further into October, November, December, guys, which kind of sucks for NHL fans because we normally get it a little bit sooner than that. Obviously, with the NHL season being pushed back, that might be the cause of the pushback with the release date, the cover boy, anything else that you can think of for NHL, gameplay, trailers, all that good stuff. That might be the reason it is pushed back, due to them trying to get it closer towards the next season, and also with COVID and everything else going on, that could hinder the company from developing the game to what they want it to be for NHL 21. But a couple tidbits here to note is that the FIFA 21 release date has actually been pushed back from its normal drop date. It has actually been moved to October 9th, 2020, which is a little bit further down the line for FIFA release dates. They're normally released around September, around mid-September, like 15th to the 20th is the usual release date for FIFAs. So we can see that it's being pushed back for that game, which is a large game. Soccer is the #1 sport in the world. I mean, I'm a huge hockey fan and soccer fan, so I love both sports. Yes, I love hockey a little bit more, but it is interesting to see that they have also pushed back FIFA, which is one of their biggest money makers for their sports side of things. And also the Madden release date has been pushed back a little bit to August 25th. And I'm sure with EA access for both FIFA and Madden, you'll be able to play that, like, I believe it's 3 days earlier if you purchase one of like the special editions or something like that. So the games have been pushed back, and as that, not really a consequence, but sort of a another reason why that NHL is being pushed back. Yes, NHL usually is the last game of the EA Sports franchise to be pushed back usually, or I shouldn't say pushed back usually. It's normally the last NHL, or it's normally the last EA Sports game to come out when their new games are released, such as FIFA and Madden, when it comes to those. So it being pushed back a little bit longer might suck a little bit for us daily NHL players, playing Be a Pro, franchise mode, Ultimate Team, stuff like that. So it might suck in the short term for the game, but in the long run of things, guys, this extra time, maybe they aren't hindered in the development process of the game, and this extra time will actually give the developers of NHL 21 even more time to sort of polish up the little bits and pieces that they want to sort of try and have done for NHL 21 to make it the best NHL playing experience to date, guys. I know the last game on the old consoles, the Xbox 360 and the PS3, which was NHL 14, was one of the best NHL games in this franchise. So I believe that they're going to try their best, and with these circumstances, with being pushed back and everything, it will give them more of a reason to polish up this game and give us, the consumer, one of the best NHLs since NHL 14, and make it that this NHL 21, that is going to be the best and last for the current generation of consoles, the Xbox One and PS4 console series, guys. So hopefully we will be given an awesome NHL game here with NHL 21 being released. It's only a matter of time before we get more news on it. Trailers, teasers, cover boys, and actual gameplay changes that they will give in trailers in the future. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you did enjoy this little update video on my thoughts on NHL 21 and some sort of news that I found just floating out there on the internet, watching other videos, and I thought that I'd be able to give you guys a little sense of what I found, some news, and anything else that I thought would be related to this topic, and a little bit of my sort of detail thinking and brainstorming as to why they are actually pushing back NHL 21. But that's going to be it for today's video, guys. If you did enjoy this information and want more NHL 21 news and updates as we go along here getting into the fall, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Also comment down below if you guys want that, and also comment down below what you guys are looking forward to in NHL 21. I know I'm looking forward to what the game developers actually do and change between NHL 20 and NHL 21, especially with it moving to, I'm assuming it's going to be next-gen console compatible as well as current-gen consoles, so it'll be interesting to see. I'll be making videos on that in the future. Also, if you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, be sure to do so you aren't missing out on any future content. I also have an NHL 21 giveaway coming soon, but that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you have a good one, and as always, stay dusty.